Speaking of ethical conundrums generally, there's been a lot of discussion about karate in the Olympics. So what is your thinking about the...
Well, you know, it won't be the karate I like, that's for sure, because it is an ethical problem. I mean, you are then doing karate to win a medal. And that shouldn't be.
What's different about the Olympics, though, from the global karate competitions that exist within the karate world?
Well, because you know, the Olympics is not like our competitions, which are provincial. So no one aspires to glory in our competitions because it's very strictly defined. There's hardly anyone watching. You know, so the ego doesn't get involved to the degree that it does with the Olympics.
And the whole celebrity question that's so much a part of society today.
Sponsorship and money and fame and glory, all these things are exactly what you shouldn't be doing karate on a daily basis for life for. However, I'm kind of proud of the fact that karate is certainly good enough to be an excellent Olympic event. So that's great. I mean, it lends itself to that. And what these guys are doing, I mean, they're unbelievable athletes. They really are phenomenal. And so there's a lot to be admired, but it's not for me per se.
Do you think there's a risk that some of the other bad behavior that we've seen in the Olympics and in the kind of sporting that does attract celebrity, like the Tour de France, do you think that there is a risk that we'll see things like doping with karate in the Olympics?
Of course, because it becomes a sport. And all sport nowadays is money and fame, you know, and there's a huge amount of money sloshing around, which I don't have. I mean, I make a living from karate, but I certainly don't do it for money. I mean,
and the money and fame is even more important today with social media. It used to be that we would all sit around the television and watch the Olympics at a very specific time, and if you weren't there at 8 p.m., you missed the figure skating, or you missed whatever it was. Now everything's recorded, everything's bits and pieces are sent around on social media, sound bites,
well, you know, the stats are analyzed and discussed, and everything becomes a big deal. So every single technique you throw is a big deal, and so you're going to be very self-conscious about that. And, you know, then you have the entertainment factor. You know, in boxing, for example, I mean, as great as Ali was, I mean, he was the original, you know, loudmouth, if you like. But it was him. But everyone else is copying that, so it becomes out of control.
For the entertainment as opposed to the sport.
Yeah. So, and that's what happens there as well.